These men were lashing and whipping this slave girl. After that, they stripped her naked and dragged her into the fields for everyone to see, and then they locked her in a pit in the ground. Her name was Broomhilda, and she was a maid in the house of a rich man named Calvin. He and his sister owned a very big piece of agricultural land, and he bought some slaves to work on his fields. Calvin and his sister both were very cruel and unfair towards the slaves. He used to treat his slaves worse than animals, made them work too much, and did not even feed them properly. Broomhilda was hungry for 3 days straight. She could not even walk properly. Calvin's personal steward knew this, and on purpose made her serve the dinner to tease her hunger and torture her. At the dinner table, the steward informed Calvin about something. Broomhilda got scared, but Calvin smiled like nothing had happened. But the very next morning, Calvin's men pulled her out of the hut and tied her to a pole. She was begging and screaming to let her go and said she did not do anything wrong. But no one listened. They started lashing her with a whip. They beat her so much that she could not feel any more pain. Seeing this, they brought her to the fields. They stripped off her clothes and dragged her across the fields so every slave could see. They told everyone that last night she had stolen a piece of bread from the house. Just for a piece of bread, she was treated worse than animals. This humiliation had shattered her soul, and then they just locked her in the pit.